Folks, Andrew here of GoPro Wrestling, and on July 12 in select theaters, 350 Days, the documentary, I'm standing with producers of the movie. Evan Ginsberg, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure, and this is Darren Antola, the executive producer, and we are going nationwide, every major city in America, July 12th. Bret Hart, Superstar Billy Graham, Tito Santana, Greg Valentine, Bill Eadie, Demolition right behind us. 38 legendary wrestlers. Some have passed. George the Animal Steele, Ox Baker, Jimmy Snuka, and they tell the story about being on the road 350 days a year, the toll it takes on your body, your psyche, your family, your marriage, and they really open up. This is not a shoot interview in a dingy hotel room. This is not who was the booker in 1972. These are guys really opening up and spilling their guts, and yours truly will be on screen following the movie interviewing J.J. Dillon, and he introduces the movie at the very beginning. This is a Fathom event, one night only, and it's fathomevents.com and 350daysthemovie.com. And I know I'm not letting you get a word in edgewise, so...
I know a lot of people don't know this, but you also was a producer for the movie The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, I was the associate producer on The Wrestler. Basically, I was the wrestling guy. I brought in Necro Butcher. I brought in Mickey's trainer, his stunt double. We did 5 casting calls. We brought in tons of legendary wrestlers. Ron Killings was in it.
Andrew Anderson.
And all the boys are in it. And we're very proud of The Wrestler. 10 years ago. And this is my first wrestling project since then, because it was hard to find something to compare to The Wrestler. But this movie will move you. This movie is very heartfelt. And it was Darren's idea. And tell us about the movie, Darren.
Darren, how did this idea come about for 350 Days?
You know, I always used to see these guys talking in shoot interviews, and I didn't like how it looked. And, you know, it's just kind of like one guy. And I said, why don't we get everybody together from that elite group of guys from the 80s and become something special, you know? I mean, that's what we did. We got everybody together talking about being on the road 350 days a year, injuries. You know, we also have stock footage in there, you know, never before seen, pictures never before seen, and every wrestling fan across the nation had a legendary building that they went to watch wrestling. And on July 12th, they should get out and relive their childhood, get to the theater, bring your family, bring your friends, and have a good time.
Is there going to be a major showing, like you guys are going to have an unveiling? There's
going to be the premiere is going to be at Mann's Chinese Theater in California, and we're having one in New York City. We're going to announce it this week.
Oh, great.
Yeah, two premieres.
And let's give a shout out.
David Wilkins. This movie couldn't have happened without him. He put the money up. You know, he got all the photographs for us and myself and Evan. I mean, and everybody worked hard to get the pictures for this. All the pictures you see in there, I got, Dave Wilkins got, Evan Ginsberg got, Fulvio Saucier got. Everybody. That's a director. Everybody worked really hard to get this done.
Now, Dave, what did you think of the finished product? Did you get a sneak peek of the footage?
Yes, I did, and I thought the movie was great, well put together, and you got a lot to thank for our editor Michael Burlingame. He's the one who put the whole thing together, and he actually worked miracles with the film, the way he did it. They went over 100 hours of film and put it into a good 2-hour project. Took all the best things out of it, and we told him we want to make it a wrestling movie, want to make it a human interest story, and that's exactly what he did.
And to mention Mike Burlingame, he's worked with Paul McCartney, Sting, Mariah Carey. He's the real McCoy, and he really made this thing look great. And so did obviously the director did as well, Fulvio Saucier.
How many years did it take to gather all this footage?
Well, we worked on this thing for 5 years. You know, we filmed 80 plus guys, and 39 made the cut. So it was traveling all over the country, out of the country, and getting the best possible footage we can get.
Is there a great story that you could share from any of the filmings, that an altercation, an encounter with somebody maybe that didn't make the movie that you could discuss?
Well, I think we should save it for the. There's so many good things I'd hate to give any away. It's really, really great.
All right. Give somebody a taste. We want to, Evan, we want to give somebody a taste so we could get them out in July 12th. Give us something that fans could expect to see for this film.
You will have Stan Hansen and a lot of Japanese guys who made legendary appearances in Japan as well. J.J. Dillon with absolutely never before seen footage from Japan. So for the Japanese fans, like I know it was Okada and Omega 4 today. So if you love the Japanese stuff, we give you some of that also. DiBiase and Snuka, these guys were legends in Japan as well. But you actually see footage that J.J. Dillon provides that has never been seen before. So that's something very special as well.
Folks, nationwide on July 12th, it's 350 days. Thank you so much for joining
you.
us. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you for helping.
Thank you.
Thanks much, man.
Thank you.